obedezcan mis órdenes y protegencia todo tiempo. Con tus guantes para suerte.
It's been 2 years since he has been pleading for this very opportunity. He took this fight on since Floyd Mayweather beat Canelo Alvarez.
And we have been talking about the possibility of this fight. And Chris, you talked to Terrence Crawford, Teofimo Lopez. Hey, what about Devin Haney? This is a fight that we said, hey,
they list Canelo at 5'9"
to see if he is accepting of that pace in this fight. Body shot there by Callum Smith. There is something to going in and fighting in the big event. It can sap you of energy. Canelo trying with the hook and a jab. Uppercut tried there by Callum Smith, fell short. Trying to measure him, and Ryder was able to walk right to him and land shots. He knows he cannot. Final 10 seconds of the opening round. And while Canelo has landed more and maybe won that round as he's in this fight.
Es muy lento y güey, le ves todos los golpes, güey. ¿Cómo lo sentís?
Way in, and Callum knew that, so it was a smart
Calzaghe back in London, so we've got you covered here. Round number 2, and Callum Smith, we believe winning that first round, but Smith
he threw a little bit more punches.
Body shot landed by Canelo as we start right away.
Ryan, we've got to get to round 3 before you start questioning my score.
It is, no. Again, Callum Smith, he will fight tall, but he does not use that long stick to keep his man at bay. He likes to get in here deeply in front of him. He tries the uppercut to the body. That landed. He's right on the belt line. Jab snaps back the head of Callum Smith. And let's see if they engage.
Smith, for having such a long reach, has a beautiful.
Most of that first round, according to Copybox, that would favor the 6'3" fighter in the ring and not the 5'8" fighter. Pawing Callum Smith could be in for a very rough night. That right hand, liver shot in the 9th, and it was a destruction, wild shot.
Is kind of coming into the round. He threw a home run left hook, looking for the fences right there on Smith.
It's cagey couple of rounds to start with. I believe that, as you can see, Canelo's trying to close that range for the big hook. Smith needs to be more assertive with that jab and start getting a bit busier.
I mentioned there's some anti-UK bias. Well, look, you did well in England, but that's not going to hold up. Kessler, Bernard Hopkins, and then eventually a past his prime Roy Jones. A fighter in Canelo Alvarez, international superstar from Mexico. Up a big shot. Canelo trying to cut off the ring, and he does, and he lands a right hand. And you know Callum Smith doesn't want to quite engage as he takes a shot there to the head. Dangerous. Good jab there by Canelo on the right hand. 2 jabs both land from Canelo and close in. Able to step out, make Smith miss with the left and the right. Jab again in the right hand from Canelo. Sergio, he's closing the gap now.
He's been closing the gap right now. This is where Canelo could explode.
The Smith family is
a little bit curly for him, he's riding it, and if you lose the right hook, come up the jab after him straight away, all right?
in the fight with Sergey Kovalev. I don't know if you guys remember, fans began to...
Is one of Canelo's best attributes. He did it to Kovalev in sort of baiting him with that compensated, and Canelo hit him with that left hook.
Hard right hand there. You know, Callum Smith just landed enough. That was a nice shot, but Canelo comes back, and he is throwing much harder right now. Gets Callum Smith up on the ropes. Lands a right hand. He needs to stand, and he needs to trade and land combinations, and that's dangerous. Tries with the body shot, partially blocked. Hard right hand by Canelo. It is amazing when you look at him, Canelo with the hook, that when he was a champ at 154, he really brings the power to this weight class.
Shots because both of them are very good at counter punching. They're all
and also just Smith just trying to put a punch out there to use as a blinder and keep him at bay. With the 1-2. Moving in on his man. Starts to mark up the face of Callum Smith, the champion. A decent Sergio uppercut in this round, but he can't take too many shots like that.
That's an uppercut. Of course, he throws a great jab and a great left hook.
That's a good uppercut by Canelo Alvarez. That's what they're telling Canelo.
That's what Eddie Reynoso said, that he's going to be going down. Look, that's a solid pot shot. Both of them are looking for counter punches. They're both excellent counter punches, but right now, Smith needs to be a little bit more.
He's trying again here, Joe, and this is much better. He's got to let him fight.
He does. He's back up against the ropes, and that's the worst
thing with you back in London. And there's Callum's light heavyweight champion of the world, man who knocked out Roy Jones. Smith is going to have to do that. He lands a jab there on Canelo and tries the uppercut. So a little more sixth round.
Yeah, Callum Smith not only has a record for throwing a lot of
guys the size of Callum Smith.
You wonder if Callum Smith has the pop to drive Canelo back.
He can't push Canelo back. This entire fight, we only seen Canelo coming forward. Callum Smith hasn't imposed the size or Callum Smith.
Also, Sergio, nice uppercut there by Callum Smith. He tries with the hook. Good quick combination. Even when he blocked that right hand, there's a good uppercut from Canelo, it drove him back. Smith
so easily like Canelo is because there's a lack of respect. Any openings, he hasn't gotten respect from Canelo.
Garrett Davies.
But on occasion, a judge may do that, but it's not recommended.
Hard body shot right there. It is 10-point. You start to do that on a regular basis, and Chris, you're scoring a lot. You'll know you'll do half your rounds 10-10. You just have to make a choice. Uppercut from Canelo.
Anthony Joshua, big uppercuts and a knockout of Pulev. Last night, Gennady Golovkin landed his. Great weapon.
And no question. I think Davis, Gervonta Davis uppercut. It's like a bazooka. It's amazing. Long right hand by Canelo, and he gets out of trouble. Sergio
Canelo great. He makes you not want to punch.
Bruising round for Canelo Alvarez.
Clean right uppercut. Right there. Right there, and nothing comes back from the counter punch. Not a block and counter with the same hand. None of that is coming out of Callum Smith, and that's why
to the body. So you knew with the physical matchup, 6'3" and 5'8". So of course he's going to the body, and effectively. That shot's blocked, but that right hand was such a tight package coming at you. And then when you throw a shot, if he's able to move it.
Chavez Jr., if you remember that, whitewash. He just stood against the ropes. Fast hands make you want to not punch.
Good combination there by just missed that right hand. Doubling up and taking shots and saying, no, I'm going to keep walking in.
He rolled with that right hand. Canelo did.
Thudding right hand. They're popping on each other, laying the wood to each other. And if they both do that, there'd be an awful lot to do. Tries with the uppercut. He waits till he's in range. Nice right hand by Smith and an uppercut. But Canelo is able to get underneath the hook. Beautiful weave.
Canelo's just a struggle now, I think. Callum Smith is doing his punches. He's getting backed up on the ropes, the uppercuts, the hooks. You know, they're taking his toll. Show a lot of heart.
From the world champion, Joe Calzaghe.
Let him either go on like a champion, fight like a champion, or last the distance like one.
Here we go. Fighter make that decision. And I don't think Callum Smith will. But he is wilting under these shots. Canelo, hard right hand by Alvarez, and a body shot as well.
Everything else done all right. Yeah, to be honest, man, everything else, yeah. Hit low all the time. And if he does
the bigger man back, these shots are being blocked, but they're still being punishing. They're still blooding the nose and discouraging the bigger man. That he's been feeling them.
How much will does Callum Smith have his weight class? But Canelo Alvarez winning, and Callum Smith is taking a beating.
Look, I see Callum Smith wilting away. I don't see it the fight. See, he's coming off the ropes. He's still punching. You got to give a champion the benefit of the doubt.
Canelo, body shots as well. Smith here, but Canelo Alvarez a hard hook. He is at the super.
We talk about Canelo's chin, good chin he has. Back in the day, from his early fights.
Right hand, that hurt Smith.
That it was low, so that's how you know it was good.
He's also not built that way, Sergio. Right?
No,
he's just too game. Super middleweight championship of the world. Canelo Alvarez comes out firing. He has looked.
And Canelo has bullied Smith the entire fight. He will try to go for the knockout.
Snapping jab from Canelo Alvarez and a right hand. Up face from Callum Smith. He fires back with his own combination. Even the body shots too, and that's a lot of will and conditioning, because he has been able to stand up to it. Can he stay on his feet for another? Canelo winging shots throughout this fight. Combinations from Canelo. Right hand.
Best punchers. Canelo saw it coming a mile away.
That's something. Final 30 seconds. Callum Smith did everything he could in this fight. Bad style matchup. Canelo Alvarez with the look of a the super middleweight champion of the world. He won a belt at 75, but that's not the world championship. This will
make Canelo Alvarez a legitimate 4-division world champion.
No, 3. That's 3.
154, 160, 168, 160.
The judges had it 11 rounds to 1 or 9 rounds to 3. 3 rounds sounds generous, not out of the realm of possibility, but it was not a close fight. Canelo Alvarez is the